But 24 hours focused hatred on this one woman, this mother, this human being, this soul, it's.
You guys, I just got a letter. And I was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Started thinking what it could be. Any guesses?
It's insane, isn't it? It's like sometimes I look at things and I wonder what the hell's going on people's mind. The gaslighting is unbelievable, guys. What's going on? We're going to talk about that woman, and we're going to talk about Miss Ann Harriman, because Miss Ann Harriman, of course, nobody cares what he has to say. Nobody cares what he has to say about anything in life, because the only thing he's relevant for is Rachel Meghan Markle. Let's face it, man, that you're not even a decent photographer. Okay. And this guy, you know that this guy cost this famous tennis player all his fortune because he literally pulled a Nigerian scam on this guy. If you know the name of the tennis player I'm talking about, please leave it in the comments, because that's what Miss Ann Harriman did. If I manage to get it across here, I will put it up. But this is insane. I mean, it's like I'm living in bizarro world, like what Seinfeld said. But the headlines that they come up with, is unbelievable, because now they're talking that Catherine, the Princess of Wales, treats William as her fourth child. I mean, they have nothing better to talk. We're going to get into Meghan Markle writing to YouTube, asking them to basically cancel us because we're being mean to her, and, and we're bullying her. And we're trolls, and she's not a Nazi. She hasn't dropped any bombs. She's just a mom. She's just a mom standing in front of you guys, asking you to love her. So let's get into this, because we're gonna pretty much destroy Miss Ann Harriman and Amanda Hirsch, who turns out to be another bully. If you're wondering why Meghan picked that woman, right? I am sure you are, as we all are. But I'm gonna tell you why she picked her. It's very, very Kardashian-esque. So here's the headline, folks. This is what you pay me the big bucks for. By big bucks, I'm being very facetious, right? Kate Middleton treats Prince William like a fourth child and manages his tantrums. The author is Stephanie Nolasco from Fox News, nonetheless. Kate Middleton is said to be such a major influence on her husband, Prince William, that she treats him like her fourth child. The claim was made by royal author Tom Quinn, who has written a new book, Yes, Ma'am, The Secret Life of Royal Servants. Quinn spoke to hundreds of former and current palace staff members to learn what it's like to watch over the House of Windsor. They reached over to occasionally William has little tantrums and irritations if things aren't done the way he wants them done as heir to the British throne, Quinn claimed to the Fox News Digital. But Kate is very good at managing that in the same way that she manages the tantrums of their three children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. And so there's a joke among the staff that Kate treats William as the fourth because he occasionally behaves like one. I don't know about you guys, but he doesn't look to me like a man who is throwing a tantrum anywhere. And I would take a tantrum from this guy any day of the week. This is a man's man. He's not Harry. He's not Prince Harry. So I think things are confused, and we're seeing now a new narrative come out. Because if anything we've seen is that the one who leads Harry by the nose is Rachel Meghan Markle. This guy, I saw in a newspaper that Meghan Markle, that Prince Harry, his friends are angry because Meghan Markle turned him woke. No, she didn't turn him woke. She made him weak, or she showed his weakness, which is completely different. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing, guys. And we're going to get into the meat of the video right now, because this is insane. What else are they going to make up? I'm asking you guys because, they want to infantilize Prince William because Prince Harry is such a pussy, literally. That It's unbelievable. They think that Prince William is Prince Harry. They got the wrong couple. I really do think so. So now we're going to get into the insanity of what's going on because Meghan Markle, she loves writing letters. We know that. We know that she loves writing letters. So she's written to YouTube not once or twice, but quite a few times. But this time, she's written to the highest person on YouTube, asking them to censor us because the hatred towards her is too much. And history is going to judge us. Yeah, history is going to judge us as being these horrible people because Meghan Markle has done nothing wrong. And this is what Miss Anne Harriman had to say about that.
What do you think is going on with the hate against
the
her
hate?
now?
Yeah, well, thanks for asking me, because a lot of people don't even ask about Meg in that way. She is a sister to me, someone I care about deeply, and her beautiful children and her amazing husband. But the industrial and very focused hate machine that I've seen, I've experienced myself due to my proximity to both Harry and Meghan has.
What is interesting here is that Miss Anne Harriman, narcissists are incredible at how dare you react or defend yourself against the defamation and lies that I throw against you to ruin your reputation and cause you harm. How dare you be so hateful as to react? Because that's basically what's happening here. Because Miss Anne Harriman goes into, Meghan is so hatred. There's an industrial amount of hatred towards Harry and Meghan Markle. But where does it come from?
Harry and Meghan has been extraordinary. And what I would say is that, one day, her children will be adults and it'll be impossible to protect them, right? From the ledger, and it is a ledger of hate that mainly the British media has been responsible for. And what I mean by that is, last time I checked, Meghan is not dropping bombs on people. She's not annexing nations. She's not a pedophile. Yet there is way more coverage and time and words spent directing hatred towards her than people that are really, really hurting people. And I
don't know in what world Miss Anne Harriman is in here, because he's still blaming the British media. I mean, don't let me even get started on Justine Bateman, who's an American person. Jimmy Fallon mocking her. I mean, she's been roasted on Netflix in front of the Netflix CEO, Ted Sarandos. And by the way, Ted Sarandos did not praise Meghan Markle. All people who are saying that he praised Meghan Markle in his interview, he didn't. He didn't say in that interview, I'm going to renew her contract. He didn't say in that interview, we're working on the next series. He didn't say in that interview, yes, we have other projects with her. No. He referenced to the only semi-successful show that they had, which was Harry and Meghan. Okay, so there were no praises for Meghan Markle. He didn't deny that she was difficult to work with. He didn't deny that, she's no joy to be around. He didn't deny that she doesn't get invited to anywhere. So let's keep the perspective here, because when Miss Anne Harriman still wants to throw hate because they want to gaslight people into thinking that it's just the UK press. How about Vanity Fair, Variety, The Cut, The Hollywood Reporter, TMZ, Radar Online, The New York Post, Newsweek? I mean, and these are the Washington Post. And again, all the American late night talk show hosts, everybody is mocking this woman. Everybody's mocking this woman. I mean, to the point that so what the hell is he talking about? Can somebody please tell me? Because the UK media pretty much is now, to safeguard themselves, talking or repeating what the US media is saying. And guys, Radar Online, The Hollywood Reporter, which is the Bible, Variety, Vanity Fair, Vogue. I mean, those were hardcore magazines for pro Meghan Markle, and they're turned their backs on her.
Really hurting people. And I do wonder how history is going to remember those that held the pen and the microphone and kissed their kids goodnight at night and paid their mortgages off the back of focusing hatred to one woman that most of them have never met. I do wonder how history will remember those that knowingly did that for the sake of the combination of misogyny, misogynoir, greed, being part of a system that they were just like, well, I was doing what my editor told me and not caring.
What do you mean people paying off the mortgages off the back of Meghan Markle? What is she doing? She is exploiting the royal title. She's making money off the backs of the royal family. You know, writing letters, which we're going to get into, writing letters to podcasters, demanding that she'd be called Duchess of Sussex, or her last name Sussex, which, by the way, I thought it was delicious that her school, her high school, they called her Meghan Markle, not Sussex. I guess they didn't watch the show. They didn't watch the show, so they would have known in season 2 that Meghan says, I'm Meghan Sussex now. So, yes, it's so what is he talking about? That the UK people are paying mortgages of hating Meghan Markle, that we're making money off of her. How about her making money? The only thing she's doing is trading off on the royal moniker, on the titles. She is making money out of the people, or off the back of the people that she has defamed, trashed, and bullied. Well, pretentious, that is not calligraphy that Meghan Markle is writing. And I wish people would stop calling that just, cursive, and really badly, because she looks like the Grim Reaper when she writes like that. So she is doing exactly, and worse, because we are not lying about her. She is lying about everybody else, playing the victim while being a bully. It so reminds me when abusive people, you make me beat you. You make me say these things to you. How? This woman was welcomed into the royal family, loved, adored by the UK public, welcome into a family, in spite of the fact of her such flawed character. And the royal family knew about it and still gave her a chance. And what did she do? What I always say she'd do. She bit them. She spat on their faces. She got what she wanted. She got the royal title, because let's not forget that the queen gave her the chance. Even Harry admitted that before they got married, they told him, there's no money for you. Meghan can continue being an actress. There will be no title for you or anything. And they were outraged. So he's accusing people of basically calling out the lies. Meghan Markle has weaponized serious social issues to use them against people in order to defame them and lie about them, to cause great harm and threaten to their lives. I've been threatened for calling her lies out, proven lies out. Okay, so there's a big difference between us and the media calling out her lies than Meghan being a hypocrite and portraying herself as the victim while bullying everybody, using serial social issues as a weapon. So there's a big difference there, buddy. One is lying, and the other people are telling the truth, and her being called out for the truth, for her, and the lies that she's using are used in order, are very specific. They're used to destroy people's reputations, people's livelihoods. They have increased the level of danger around the royal family with the lies that she said, with the legacy of the late queen. She has had no mercy on anybody. Well, oops, I'm so nice. Oops.
Part of a system that they were just like, well, I was doing what my editor told me and not caring. I do wonder how history will remember.
I mean, when you say you've experienced it, what do you mean?
Because I've had people send me DMs saying, unspeakable things that they would want to do to her children, her husband, myself, unspeakable things. And you have to ask yourself, how did we get here? If you don't like her, that's fine. If you don't like the things she puts out,
the TV show,
yeah, write write an article saying you don't like it. But 24 hours focused hatred on this one woman, this mother, this human being, this soul, it's unforgivable. And there is a bigger issue. I saw Millie Bobby Brown did an incredible video, same thing. Women were pulling down Millie Bobby. Why?
Done. Look at what she said, that they are culpable in some way too.
Well, as I said, has she dropped a bomb on anyone? Is she a pedophile? Because the level of rage is as if she had. So look at what she's done. What has she done? Because there's a big disconnect with this. It's industrial scale.
So how do you explain, your view of the world and lots of good people out there?
Of people that can get larger groups of people to go the wrong way.
World and lots of good people out there alongside that.
Well, because it's always a small group of people that can get larger groups of people to go the wrong way. And if you look at the ownership structure and how hate pays in terms of the advertising model of media, the good thing is most of our youth, under 25-year-olds, they don't buy that. They're not interested. They're on their own journey.
But do you think, for everything you've said about building a community online, do you think it is worth having this thing, these social media platforms that are also, weaponizing hate?
Well, it's a tool, right?
And amplifying it.
It's how you use it. It's a tool. And I think...
and you're fighting the good fight, literally, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But do you think one is worth the other?
Well, look, if we are here with this information superhighway, and it's necessarily have our best interests.
So what's your advice to people who are going, I sort of hate my social media because it's full of hate? How do you make it better?
Curate. The weaponization of mediocrity that is a lot of social media is because the loudest voices, the algorithms are so toxic that they find you do the work.
The word that he wanted to use was censor. He wants to censor us. He wants our voices because we are the smaller platforms who drive all this hatred towards Meghan Markle, and we drown the large platforms who are not hateful towards Meghan Markle, like Netflix, because Netflix is making money off of Meghan Markle. And the guy asked him, well, some people are saying that she is culpable. Harry and Meghan are culpable of the things because, they have contributed to this hatred, right? And he goes, oh, well, no, she hasn't dropped bombs. She hasn't. So, he takes it to an extreme. So people will say, well, that's true. She hasn't dropped bombs, but she has lied and defame and used a worldwide platform to guys, the things that she's done are horrific towards certain group of people. If a white person had done to Meghan Markle what she's done to the royal family, people would be absolutely screaming. She downplays what Catherine went through when people were being racist towards her. And not racist, rude. She goes, rude and racist is not the same thing. People were not being racist towards Meghan Markle, but she chose to classify it as racism so people would stop calling her out and her lies. And this is what Miss Anne Harriman is. They don't want to take any acknowledgement, and they take it to the extreme. You don't have to drop bombs to be a vile individual. This woman is a complete narcissist lie. And as I said, she weaponizes so serious social issues to defame, lie other people, and to silence voices and basically to censor, which is why she's in this campaign against YouTubers, because she's writing to YouTube. I've received notices from YouTube that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's topics are sensitive. I get that all the time. So let's quickly get into Amanda Hirsch and why Meghan Markle reached out to her. Because Amanda Hirsch, it's not a little podcaster. There is a media machine behind her.
You guys, I just got a letter. And I was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Started thinking what it could be. Any guesses?
We know what the letter is about, woman. We all know what that is. But what is really interesting is Amanda Hirsch. And I'm going to tell you why right now. Because this woman is insane. This woman is absolutely insane. People think that she's a podcaster on her own. No, she is actually working with a very media savvy company. The reason this woman here, Amanda Hirsch, she just interviewed Ryan Reynolds. She's pro Blake Lively. And people are saying, "Oh my God, Meghan Markle sent this this handwritten letter to this woman who is against her." No, this is a woman who is pro Meghan Markle. She was just concerned when she was watching the clip that it wasn't going to be good. Which, if her own hardcore fans are saying this is not good, that should send something. So they go. Amanda has said she's now a fan of Meghan for life and shared a picture of the letter to her 890 Instagram followers. Right. And then you have Mark Borkowski, one of the UK's leading publicity gurus and crisis managers, has said, while Miss Hirsch's criticism of the show appears genuine, Meghan's handwritten note straight out of the PR playbook. Just to be clear, Amanda never criticized Meghan Markle. Amanda Hirsch has always been a really hardcore stan of Meghan Markle. Okay. For example, Mail Online can reveal that Amanda Hirsch, who runs the popular Not Skinny But Not Fat show, recently interviewed Ryan Reynolds and has issued a public defense of his wife, Blake Lively, calling Justin Baldoni fishy. Now, it is not really her podcast, guys. It's produced by Hollywood-based Dear Media, which says it is dedicated to amplifying women's voices and narratives. It recently published an opinion piece called "What's Everybody's Problem with Meghan Markle Now?" That included a section called "The Kate Middleton Hypocrisy." And of course, guess who is heavily involved with this? It's the Kardashians, Kris Jenner. Okay? So she was never, ever criticizing Meghan Markle because she wrote a really nasty piece where she criticizes Kate Middleton and her hypocrisy. So how desperate does Meghan have to be to have her high school show post an IG post about her renewal or getting a second series on Netflix, which we know is not true? That's the only place I was talking about, because she can't even go to the US media. So everything that Miss San Harriman has said is absolute, unadulterated, pure BS, because the UK press is actually not being as mean as the US press. Jimmy Fallon making fun of her, Amy Schumer making fun of her, Justin Bateman. All of Hollywood mocking her. Gwyneth Paltrow basically mocking her. Everybody. Martha Stewart even reissued her original one pot salad thing, one pot pasta right now, the original. Everybody is shading this woman. So what is Miss San Harriman talking about the UK hatred for Meghan Markle? Because they want to gaslight people and they want to censor us. This is what he's saying very clearly. That, people like us who drive the traffic of hatred towards Meghan Markle because she hasn't dropped bombs. So what? You have to actually be a killer in order to be criticized? So we should let her get away with the lies. We should let her get away while trashing, defaming, and causing harm because by the things that she says, she increases the level of threat to the rest of the royal family. Okay, this is what people don't understand. Due to Meghan's lies and defamatory statements that she's issued, she's increased the level of hatred towards the royal family, and then they require more protection from people, just so she can make money and make herself the victim while being a bully. And she gets angry because we call her out. So it's okay for her to make money off the back of the royal family and the United Kingdom, and trashing the United Kingdom and the press, using lies and defamation. That's okay. And using the royal title, we just see her that she's using, and that she demands people to call her Meghan Sussex, and that is her name, and she demands to be called the Duchess of Sussex. Why doesn't it's unbelievable what the kind of gaslighting that we're living these days, guys. And I would like to know what you guys think of all of this, because people thought that she had sent that letter. This is how bad the mainstream media is. People thought that she had sent the letter to a hater. They call us haters, or to somebody who criticized. I don't hate Meghan Markle because I don't know her, but I do criticize her actions. So why doesn't she send me a letter? Because I will see right through her. So the reason why she sent it to her is because, of course, she knows that she's a fan. Blake Lively is involved. The Kardashians are involved. And this woman is not a lone podcaster. She's produced by a very powerful, savvy media company. So, I mean, haven't you had enough? Now she sends me San Harriman to answer those specific questions, to make it to extreme so we don't have to think badly of her because, oh, well, at least she's not dropping bombs. At least she's not a pedo. So do we have to get to those extremes? Is history going to judge us or history is going to judge her? History is going to judge her. And she's the one who treats Harry like a child, like an imbecile, because Harry is one, not Princess Catherine to Prince William, because Prince William, as I showed you at the beginning, is a man. So as usual, I'll look forward to your comments, beautiful people.